Join me on a fascinating journey where I show you some of the techniques used in scale area modelling. Well, I didn't manage to get back into the workshop until today, so it's been a day later, so this should have dried off nicely. Let's pop the pins out. And we'll give this a bit of a sand, see if we can get it smooth without losing my pencil marks or my pen marks. Right, so these are the lines I need to make sure I don't remove. So and I think that will do. That's looks good. I'm just going to change the blade in the scalpel. I think I'm going to look for that's a 24. I want a 26. So the this blade, this curved one, it's a 24. It's a number 24. Nice new 24 in there. Open a 26. Should be a straight blade. There we go. I hope you don't just throw your scalpels straight into the bin. I put them into a box labelled sharps, and then they get disposed of carefully. Don't want to damage any bin men. That's a 26 and a 24. So I'm going to use the 26, I think. Find my ruler. I'm going to find my lines and just cut the sections that I need removing. That one. I had hoped that would glue to that, but it hasn't. So I wanted to just bring it in just a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue it along there. So much for that tight bond doing its thing, eh? And then I'm just going to take a little bit of that, put it back. more like that. That's great. So now when we film over the top of that, we've just got the opening for the leg. What I've done is I've just trimmed the film back to the ribs. I've taken most of the blue away because the blue is softening with the iron, whereas the silver class coat isn't. So this blue is just Tamiya. So I've taken it back to the edge of that, so I'm not going to contaminate too much of that. I'll turn it that way around. And I'm going to put the covering over like that, and then we'll re-stretch it. I'll give it a good overlap, just to make sure it's got plenty of film to grip on. In fact, I'm wondering whether or not I should lift that 9 off so that I've got even more of an overlap. I can recut these numbers, these letters, so they're just done in vinyl. So it's fairly easy. Just take the 9 off, if I can get it off. These were cut in thin vinyl. Ooh, come off. And as you can see, they stick very well indeed. This area will get repainted anyway, but I want to give it a fairly substantial overlap to make sure that as the film gets hot in the sunshine or something like that, that it doesn't pull away. So I'll go as far as I can. So we go to there. The iron is down at 100 degrees. I had it at 125 yesterday. It was probably too hot. So let's just take the backing off. This Pro film, which is made by Oracover, has a sort of a paper backing, a waxed paper backing, which is a lot easier to remove than the clear plastic backing that you get from with some films. So let's position that as best we can. Try to use as much of the film as we can. And then it's just pretty normal ironing technique. I tend to go to the points, so across and then to the front. I don't pull it very tight, I just pull it enough just to get some tension in it, and then I go to the corners. Doesn't always work, but this is how I try to do it. You do sometimes find the shape is not quite regular enough, and then I just, oops, that corner one's come loose. I'm not sure if 100 is really man enough. Let's go to 110. Anyway, this is all pretty normal stuff for you guys. You all know how to do this. And I don't really like using film. It imparts no strength whatsoever. Just looks pretty. It's a very quick way to get a fix. But if it keeps people building, then I can't complain. I really need to make sure this is well adhered. Before we shrink the whole area. And when I shrink the whole area, I try not to go near the edges, because I obviously don't want to soften the adhesive. I'm trying to highlight where the hinges are for the flaps, so that I can find the holes to put the hinges back exactly where they were. I possibly don't like film covering because I'm not terribly good at it. But, it's like most things, the preparation is most of the work. So if the surface underneath isn't great, the film won't stick very well. I'll go right round as far as I can with that covering. Let's see if we can turn this edge over. That's the hole sorted for that. I'm just going to feed the flap servo and tray back through, which I'm pretty sure goes through like that. Doesn't actually. Good job I checked. The other one is like that. So that's how we'll do it on this one. See if we can find the screws and we'll put that back in. Interestingly, I ordered some more Oracover. I ordered some silver Oracover and it arrived this morning. And what I'd spotted on the website was that Oracover do something called Q cover, which is seems to be a newer type, and I'd never heard of it before. But it just seems a slightly cheaper version, and it's still made by Oracover, which is interesting. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't really tell you whether it's any good or not. But when I do, I'll let you know. But, always happy to see a slightly cheaper version of something. But, I'll let you know. Find a better screwdriver than that. It doesn't fit the thread. They're very cheap screws, and I really should replace them. But they work, and they're silver already. But I'm going to respray the area anyway, so it doesn't matter what screws I use. But they've gone in all right, and they grip well. The hole size is right, so it saves me looking around for more. But actually, they're Phillips stroke straight slot, and the straight slot is, as I've just found there, really nice. It fits really well. But the Phillips slots are not very good at all. Right, so the iron's up to, let's turn that up to 150. And we'll try and shrink this area down without going near the edges. That's the idea. See if these wrinkles around the edge will disappear. There's a lump under that. As you can see, I'm not the world's greatest film covering expert. I don't do this very often. I don't like using film. And within a week it'll look tatty. Anyway, it's attached. Now we have to cut out this area here for the undercarriage block. Just like that. And then we just have to put the film around the edge. I like to just seal it on the 45° first and then finish it off. And that's the underside repaired. So now I'm just going to put the film on the upper surface. And that cable back through. Right, so now we can cover this bit. Go back down to 125, I think, and yeah, that's a good overlap, I think. The rear edge is already covered, so that should be fine just there. Now let's crank the iron back up to 150. Give it a few minutes to get hot, and then we'll try and shrink this down. Okay, and that's the wing effectively repaired now. Just have to refit the flap and then spray that wing. It's not great, it's not perfect, but it'll fly again. So, just a short video. I mean, you all know how to do this, but just thought I'd show it anyway. You never know. So, if you've enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I'll go on to the fuselage now. That's going to be exciting.